Okay, goodness. Sorry about that. Thanks for hanging in there. Hold on. Forgot to do something. Okay, there. Now we should be good. I don't know why it does that. I didn't even get a chance to shove food in my face quick before starting. Anyway, again, thank you for hanging out while I figured that out. I really have no idea why it occasionally does that. So, who all's here? Welcome, everyone. I see Andre, I see Blue, I see Game Kid. I think I saw Spaghetti a little bit ago. Dino was here briefly, it looks like. Sean was here. I don't think I'm missing anyone. But yeah, welcome everyone. For the third time, thank you for hanging out while I got that figured out. I'm just gonna refresh this super quick. Looks like my internet's pitching a fit too. No, okay, it looks okay now. Is it? I think it is. I think it's being really choppy because I'm like tabbed away to something, but that should adjust itself, hopefully. So yeah, I'm gonna stuff my face really quick while OBS and YouTube get their shit together. Is it stabilizing? I hope. Everything looks clean on OBS now. But of course YouTube's gonna bitch for the next half an hour, so... Okay, I think I think hopefully it is... No, it wasn't... I don't think it was my... Well, it definitely wasn't my internet. It did spike really low for a minute there, and I don't know why, but that was very brief. It was definitely other problems. So this game actually has an intro, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that play, because... Okay, first of all, I should have gotten this out of the way in the first 2 minutes of the episode, but since I was having technical difficulties, I completely forgot. If you're watching this as if you're watching this as like a replay on my channel and not live, the episode 3 in which I finish Mega Man 5 and do all of Mega Man 6, that entire episode got shot to hell because I was stupid and I played the Pokemon Let's Go trailer on stream to watch with you guys while you were watching the stream. So YouTube shot the entire recording down. So that's just like the lost episode now. If I see a lot of demand for it, I'll replay 5 and 6 at some point. But otherwise, this is Mega Man 7. This is the first one on the Super Nintendo. And I love this game. So, I'm looking forward to this. Excuse me while I finish feeding my face, because those technical difficulties really messed me up. But that's okay, let's the intro play. I feel like this game is really quiet compared to how loud the NES games were. So let me know if that's a problem. Anyway, let me catch up again, because I'm doing very bad with chat tonight. Megasword, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry for the very unprofessional start tonight, because I had like 15 minutes of technical difficulties. And hey Jamie, how's it going? Again, let me know if there's anything wrong with the stream. I think the volume might be a little quiet because this game is really quiet. And YouTube's giving me red stream health, but it's going to be doing that for the next half an hour, so I'm just going to ignore that. So I think a lot of Mega Man fans don't really love 7 and 8 because with the update in graphics, they kind of like... The game's a lot slower now. Because they kind of had to make everything more animated. I still think they're pretty solid games. I love them for what they are. I'm hoping that Mega Man 11 will not have that problem, and from what I've seen so far, I don't think it's going to. I think we're going to be in good shape there. Yeah, so if you remember, at the end of the Lost episode, that, like, that's a live stream exclusive now, I guess. At the end of Mega Man 6... We tossed Wily into prison, and we were like, "Yay, we won forever!" And then they were like, "To be continued." And yeah. So yeah, now he's breaking out. Because he was smart. He left some robot masters hanging out in his lab, and they awakened after... I totally wasn't paying attention during the intro. They awakened after 6 months, I think. And then they came and broke him out. Hey, Morales, how's it going? Whoops. And even though I said that this is the first one on Super Nintendo, Mega Man X actually came out before this. If I remember correctly, X actually came out before 6, even though 6 was on NES. Like, that doesn't make any sense, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of the way it went. And yeah, I did play. I played Punch-Out Wii a couple years ago, and I did really enjoy that one. I kind of want to pick it up on Wii U Virtual Console because I did think it was a really fun game. Yeah, Bass isn't a super interesting character. That might be an unpopular opinion, but he's fairly textbook. He shows up, we trust him because we're stupid, and then he backstabs us, spoiler alert. And you guys were talking about this Animal Jam on Discord. I have no idea what that is. So, I should grab that E-Tank. That was dumb of me. Oh well. Whoops. We're off to a fantastic start. My phone is blowing up. I hate those nights where I shut down Discord to stream and then immediately, like, a bunch of people message me. It's like, you couldn't have done this while I was sitting around fumbling with technical difficulties or something, when I was completely capable of answering you. It's cool, I'll check on, like, get weapon screens or something. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Well, that was ugly. Wow, it's also not great. No, I wanted that. Oh. It's just weapon energy, I don't need that. Yeah, what is Animal Jam? I'm assuming it's a mobile game. Oh my goodness. Whoever you are, I'll get to you in a moment. I hope that my phone doesn't make too much noise. It's kind of far away, so you might occasionally hear the sound of Sonic picking up rings, but I don't think it's gonna be too bad. These are important later. Let's leave it at that. Whatever. I think he's trying to point out that you're spelling wolves wrong. If I had to guess. It can be, but like... How old are you, Jamie, if you don't mind me asking? Because, like... If you're on the younger side, I could understand why you think bad grammar's annoying, but like... As you get older, you're gonna learn to bite your tongue, because people don't like people who constantly criticize their grammar. Because... Incorrect grammar drives me freaking crazy, but I try not to correct it because I know people don't like it. I only point it out if it's something that they're doing, like, repeatedly over and over and over and over and over and over. Because then I'm like, you know, same mistake repeatedly looks worse than making one mistake once. Not trying to scold you, I'm just giving advice that some people might be like, oh, you grammar Nazi, so... I get it. I also will sometimes snap at people and be like, that's not how it's spelled, but... I think what bothers me is that, like, in a world where talking, like, communicating with people in text is, like, such a common thing, you think people would have, like, better typing ability. And not many people do, and that kind of bothers me. I was watching, Oh yeah, after the stream last night when we went and watched Yort for a bit, he was criticizing himself at one point for the way he types because he like types too perfectly. Like he doesn't use emoticons, he uses punctuation, he uses capitalization, and he was like poking fun at himself for that. And I was like, dude, I love the way you type because I can understand everything you say. There's no moment of like. I never have to look at what he says and think, what did he mean by that? But that's definitely something that bothered me more when I was younger. Doesn't bother me as much now. Or it does, but I'm better at biting my tongue, I guess is a better way of putting it. What I used to hate is it's just the internet mentality. That used to kill me. I used to want to, like, choke people for saying that. Because I used to tell people, like... I used to, like, openly criticize people about, like, they you know, they would abbreviate everything. And it would get to the point where you'd have a hard time understanding them, and they would be like... well, whatever, it's just the internet, like, I'm trying to save time. And I was like, yeah, but by saving time, you made your sentence completely ineligible, and nobody was able to understand it, and then you had to explain it, and you spent more time. Like, what's wrong with you? It doesn't really bother me when it comes to streaming, though. Every now and then I'll be like... I haven't seen it from you guys very much, but I've seen other streams where people will say things in the streamer world just be like, what are you saying? Like, I can't even understand what you're saying because it's such a non-sentence. It was a bigger deal, like, back when I played World of Warcraft. I was hyper-critical of people's typing ability, because communication's important. Hey, Funk, how's it going? I am venting. I actually wanted to add yeet to my bot's blacklist so that it would delete any comments that said yeet, but I forgot. Not seriously, more as like a joke, but I totally forgot about that. I told you guys about the streamer that he was talking about putting like stupid memes on his blacklist, so that his bot would delete any messages of people dropping quote unquote dank memes. And I said something about how he should add Fortnite to the list, and he did. And it's really funny. Shit. Oh, damn it. This is just bad. Okay. Let's get my shit together here. Also, due to some technical complications, I had to change Windows to 100% zoom, and now everything's really tiny and I can't see anything, and it bothers me. But you know what? Let me fix that really quick. I can fix that. I can just turn up the zoom on the browser. There, perfect. Love it. Now I can actually read chat. This is groundbreaking. Alright, actually that's a little bit too big. I did say, yeah, I did notice Funk coming in and said hello. Hey Nate, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Sorry that you missed tennis yesterday. I know how YouTube can be kind of bad about notifications. But it was a rage fest, so there's some health up here. Let's grab that. By the way, YouTube still is giving me red stream health. So yeah. Let me know if there's any actual difficulties with the stream. I'm pretty sure there aren't. Yeah, one of my guys was like, can you start announcing streams on Discord because YouTube's so bad about it. So I've started doing that. And he's still late all the time, so and everybody knows who I'm talking about there. And like I'm doing something bad here, and that's that I'm skipping through all the dialogue, because like, do you really need to see the dialogue? I feel like you don't, but I need to make sure I'm not too much in the habit of that, because when I start Skyward Sword tomorrow, I'm not going to want to be blurring through dialogue. I should probably be stopping to, like, you know, read it all. Not necessarily for my sake, but for, like, the stream's sake. But in a game like this, who cares about dialogue? So, yeah. Probably gonna keep doing that. Welcome back, Spaghetti. Oh, you're thinking about picking this up, Nate? Are you already a Mega Man fan, or you just have a lot of people recommending it? I can finally switch my weapons with the shoulders. It's so good, but now I don't have a rewind, so yep. Now I'm gonna have to actually be good. It's okay, I got this. Whoops, timing was off on that one. No! No! So a lot of these bosses have very easy... Shit! What is wrong with me? Have very easy patterns like this. Where as long as you use the right weapon against them, it's kind of completely trivialized. This is probably the best example, because you can just stand in one place and hit his weakness weapon. This is why when I've talked in other streams about people picking up Mega Man for the first time, I've been like, if you're gonna do it, like, don't let your chat ruin what the weakness order is, because that, like, in some games that can completely trivialize the game. Yeah, I feel like now is a pretty good time to do it. I mean, I know Legacy Collection's been around for a while now. I already have it on PC myself, but... I have talked to a lot of streamers who've never played them, and they're... I hate the... So there used to be a Famicom, a Super Famicom, like, hanging up here on the upper left-hand corner of the stage. I hate that they took that out. I mean, I guess I understand why they did, because it's probably, like, trademarks or something. Like, you probably can't show that image on other consoles, or who knows. It's kind of dumb, though. But yeah, I think it is a pretty good time to... I think we might finally be seeing, like, a return of Mega Man, so I do think it's a pretty good time to pick it up. Because it's been a dark couple of years. Capcom pretty much abandoned him for a while. And yes, Spaghetti, I have some time-lapse art vids on my channel. They're pretty... A lot of them are, like, they're pretty old. Like, we're talking, like, at least 2 years ago. So, I'm thinking about making some new ones, though. I think that might be a thing I should try to do. Because now that I'm putting my focus on... now that I'm doing all my gameplay on streams, like, I need to come up with some actual videos to upload to, and I think that's going to be one of the things I try to do. Maybe I'll try and do that tonight, because I have to make another thumbnail tonight. So maybe I'll, maybe I'll try and do that. Ah! That just happens sometimes. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. But I got rush jets, so... I can just avoid that in the future. Yeah, I think I noticed some stuff on your channel, Nate, that I was like... I was wondering if you drew them. Which is cool, I like to see streamers doing that. I guess I am going to do this because it's actually faster. Probably. I would like to replay Mega Man Legends. They need to re-release those games. Because, like, there's no way to buy them currently. And that kind of sucks. I would probably buy both of those games if they made them available. I love the Battle Network series. I actually just replayed all 6 of those games last year. I wasn't streaming at the time though, so they're not up on my channel or anything. But I adore those games. Oops. We're gonna pull a Mario here, 'cause why not? I'm a little mixed on Mega Man and Bass. It's a really hard game. Like, it's really hard. So it's kind of like not my favorite, but I'm a little pissed that they're not on that one's not on the Legacy Collection. I feel like it should be. But they probably didn't want to put that much work into it because they would have had to, you know, grab the script from the Game Boy Advance version and actually localize the Super Nintendo version. And they were probably like, no, screw that. Because even though I say Capcom's like kind of giving Mega Man a second chance here, he's also kind of, they're also kind of lazy about it too, so, whoops. See? Easy peasy. Yeah, I'm hoping that, like, we're getting the X collection in July too, so I'm hoping they keep that up and they continue re-releasing the games. Because there's so many games and, like, a lot of people probably haven't played a lot of them. So I think it's beneficial. My phone is still blowing up. Let's check on that while they blab about what the weapon does. YouTube is still listing red stream health. Actually, hold that thought, because I have the stream up on my second monitor for monitoring like likes and stuff like that. And that's stopped updating for some reason, so I'm gonna refresh that super quick. That might have been a mistake, because I think the stream is totally choking now, so... Trying to wait for it to catch up a little bit. Okay, it looks good now. Sorry about that. That's why I keep the stream up on another window, so that I can see shit like that happening. Yeah, I should really try and make some more art videos. Like I said, maybe I'll try and do that tonight, because I have to make... Because I have like the drawing on myself for the Switch thumbnails. I have to make one for... I did make one for Wii, but I don't like it, so I'm probably gonna do it again. I have to make one for Wii U too, so... Maybe I will try and do that tonight and record it. Audio's off sync from what? From like the cam? That's probably because of all the freaking lag that's been... Sync offsets are all correct. That's probably because of that. Is it off sync from the game? Because it looks... The camera looks on sync to me. So you might just have to refresh due to the stream choking as much as it is tonight. I'm not really sure why it's still doing that. Part of me is like, oh, it's because I keep tabbing back and forth, and OBS is starved for resources, so it's getting pissed, but... There we go. So I think I've gotten like 3 of those chips. There's one I have to go back for, because I actually need Freezeman's weapon to get it. I think this is like the only time in the game I actually use Rush Jet. It's kind of sad. It's just like not a useful thing in this game. Let's get you out of here. Yeah, you can stop with the gross memes. They're not funny. Especially because a lot of people probably will look up basically anything you tell them to. This one isn't quite as trivialized. Sometimes it can be, but he's kind of like a very random fight. There's a lot of damage flying around. This one's definitely not as easy to just press a button and stand in one place and beat him. You didn't forget what it meant. You were telling everybody to go look it up. You knew exactly what you were doing. Don't play dumb. Like, I'm fairly patient with most things, but don't play dumb like you didn't know what you were doing. That I'm not patient with. Okay, I need a drink quick before this accelerates. Because, yeah, for some reason in 7 and 8 they decided that it's going to be like... They're going to do 4 masters at a time instead of all 8 at once. Therefore, they've got to have plot and mid-stages, and a lot of people didn't like this about the games either. Oh, my Super Mario shirt. I actually got that for Christmas. I would have worn one of my Mega Man shirts, but I think they're all dirty. I need to do laundry here soon. So yeah, this is a fun fan servicey stage. Because you get to see all these Robot Masters that we just beat in like the last 3 streams. Take it easy, Spaghetti. Thanks for stopping in. I know sometimes I think you have trouble making it to the stream, so it's cool to have you for a while. This guy's kind of a jerk. Not a big fan of this boss, but it's going pretty smoothly for now. There we go. Yeah, Andre, we've moved on. Okay, so yeah, I have to go back to Junkman's stage to get something with the freeze cracker. You kind of need the freeze cracker to get something in Cloudman stage 2. That was like the invisible area, but like I just know where the platforms are, so it wasn't a big deal. I was able to go ahead and get that in advance. Yeah, when I just checked the stream a couple minutes ago, everything looked synced up for me. It could just be a YouTube buffering thing. I know that happens sometimes. No. Nope, I'm seeing 10. Which means... Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say, my chatbot isn't working. Like, what the hell? It never connected correctly, but it looks like it fixed itself. So yeah, you know how it goes. 10 likes, 100 pixels for everyone watching. Yeah, see, now it's choking again because I tabbed away to freaking chatbot. I think part of this might be because like, because I have my resolution bigger now, I think that might be choking it. So I might have to toy with that a bit, because I seem to be getting more stream chokes tonight than I usually do. So yeah, that's might be something I have to investigate. But that was already on my list of things to do tonight anyway, so... And yeah, Raph, chill out, you're fine. And, yeah, before I move on too much, thank you everyone for the likes and the support. Especially since I had, like, 15 minutes of dead air at the beginning of the stream while I was fixing technical difficulties. Alright, so I have all these now, which means I have the super adapter. Which means I can do this. Which lets me do this. And this. It's useful. There we go. Oh, I don't have the escape. I forgot to get the escape unit! Motherfucker. Oh, I'm bad. Okay. Well, that was... I can't believe I walked right past the escape unit. I might not go back for that, to be honest. I might just, like, buy it. Because that's totally a thing you can do. It's hidden in Freezeman's stage. You just have to, like, you have to dig it up with Rush Search. And, for some reason, I totally forgot about it, so... And all that lets you do is, it lets you leave stages early. Blue's getting close to 5-day phenomenon. 5 hours away. Won't be this stream, it'll be next stream. I'd say it's going pretty okay, Raph, other than those mentioned technical difficulties at the start of the stream. How was your friend hangout? What did you guys do? And I gotta say, despite how mad I was getting yesterday playing Mario Tennis, I miss it. I want to play more. Like, I was still having a really good time. Alright, so I have that. I did stupidly forget to get the escape unit. I'm gonna see how expensive it is. It's no problem, Dino. You guys know I have no problem with lurking. Yeah, it would actually be kind of nice if I could get the big bolt first. $200. I don't even have enough. Can I get the bolt first? I think I can. I'm just trying to think if I'm gonna need the escape unit before then. I don't think I do, though. Oh, I got, like... It wasn't the first match in tennis, was it? I think it was the second match. I got paired up against a Rosalina, and It'll be interesting for Megasword and Nate to hear this story, actually. I got paired up against this Rosalina, and, like, as soon as I saw Rosalina was my opponent, I had a really bad feeling about the match. And then, like, the match started, and she just completely beat my ass, like, as if I wasn't even holding the controller. And what started to piss me off was that even when I tried my hardest, I felt like the game was just giving me the finger and saying, no, you're losing this. So that kind of had me pissed off to begin with. And then I finished the match and saw that this Rosalina had 104,000 points. And for some reason, I don't really know why, but for some reason that really set me off. That really pissed me off. And that tilted me so hard that I didn't remember the next, like, 5 or 10 minutes of playing. Like, I kind of, like, snapped back to it, like, 10 minutes later, and was like, I was playing a match as Yoshi, and I was like, who picked Yoshi? Like, I'm terrible with Yoshi. Why did I pick him? It was bad. And then I was just kind of in a bad mood all night, and I felt like I started like being hard on myself because I was like, I need to get my shit together here because being this mad isn't fun to watch. Like, this is ruining the stream. And then the more I thought about that, the worse it got, because then that just kind of upset me more. It was just overall a bad night. I just hope that the full version of the game has, like, actual matchmaking, because the demo certainly didn't. And I think that was because they wanted matches to be faster, but, like, I hated how, like, I was getting matched up against people with, like, 200 points, and then also getting matched up against people with, like, 25,000 points. And I was like, what the hell? Like, what is this? Because, like, it's not fun for the people with, like, 200 points to get matched against me, either. Because at that point, I think I had, like, 10,000 points, so I was definitely at it for a while. I think I ended with about 12,000. I posted it on the Discord, I don't remember exactly what it was. I still won, like, 2/3 of my matches overall, so, like, it was a really good run, but I don't know. Some of the, like, bad matches I had were just so rage-inducing. I had a lot of problem with people that, like, I suspected of lag switching, because they'd have, like, 4 bars connection, and then they'd start losing, and suddenly they'd start lagging, like, really bad, and the match became unplayable. And I was like, I want to think that people wouldn't lag switch in a demo, but I know better. I know they would. I know that's a thing. I do have to come back here eventually too, but that's not going to be till way later. This one kind of annoys me. Because, like, there's a ladder up here in the tree, and you have to burn the tree down to know that the ladder's there. But you can't, like, the ladder's hitbox isn't there until you burn the tree, so you can't just, like, oh, I know it's there, so I can just get it now. Kind of bugs me. And yeah, Raph, this is the first... technically, Mega Man X came out before this, but this is the first one that was on Super Nintendo, so they revamped all the graphics. And then the next game, Mega Man 8, which I will probably also be playing tonight, because I doubt that this is going to take me that long to beat. Mega Man 8 was on PlayStation and Saturn, so that also has completely different graphics. And then for a fun plot twist, Mega Man 9 and 10 went back to NES graphics. So, yeah. Try to keep up. This is another one that's like isn't really trivialized by his weakness. Because sometimes dodging this jelly shit is like actually harder than his regular combat routine. There's like... There's so many different ways of how these games handle weaknesses. In some of the games they just do a lot of damage. In some games they prevent the boss from like using certain attacks. But yeah, I still walked away from tennis being like I want more. So I'd say overall it was a very good experience. I think the non-existent matchmaking was kind of the only thing that I was like, this could be better. Hopefully the full game addresses that. Otherwise, like, the tutorial kind of sucks. Like, it takes a while for... Like, there's a learning curve on the controls, basically. And I think the tutorial might not really do a great job of, like, teaching you everything. It's too busy talking at you to actually teach you anything, I feel. Because I talked to a lot of people who had trouble with the controls, and I think that was mostly why. But, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I think story mode is going to be better for, like, teaching you how to play and, like, what all the different shots do. And, yeah, sometimes I'm bad at parsing chat. Yeah, take it easy, Jamie. Thanks for stopping in. I don't have the energy balancer yet either. It's also something that needs addressing. But that's because I just haven't been to where I can get it yet, so... Sometimes there's some stuff in this game that, like, puzzles me in regards to, like, stage design. I think they almost expect you to have the super adapter and be using it all the time at this point in the game. Alright, there's that. So now I can take this to auto, and he will... I think it halves the cost of all items. So it's... yeah, it's pretty useful. Damn it. Damn it. Well, fine. So there's an upgrade for this, like, this rocket fist thing that makes it way better. Again, I probably won't get that until much later, but... And yeah, last night it came crashing down on me that E3 is next week. And I was like, oh shit. Kinda didn't realize it was that close. I'm fine, Raph. I'm having, like, some sleeping problems, but that's about it. I can't complain otherwise. And most of those sleeping problems are just, I stay up too damn late, and then sleep too late. I feel like it's a miracle that I was actually up in time to stream today. Alright, Nate, thanks for stopping in. Hope you enjoy the Legacy collection if you do decide to pick them up yourself. And Blue, how do you not know what E3 is? Do you not watch that many streamers? Because I have to assume most of them are talking about it like all the time right now. Here you go. Oh, really? No, you watch other streamers, don't you? You should. There's a lot of good streamers out there. I actually have to make some new commands for some people. Yeah, using half normal number of bolts. So yeah, I'm just gonna buy the escape unit to save some time. Because I don't feel like going back to Freeze Man. Because it's all the way at the end of Freeze Man stage. So I'd have to do the entire stage. And I just don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna buy it. Yep. Yep. It's a thing. Done. Okay, so there's a fun Easter egg here that I'm actually not gonna do. But if you go into Shade Man's stage and hold down B when you're loading into it, it loads in Ghosts and Goblins music instead. But Shade Man has really cool music, and I want to hear that. Plus, I'm gonna have to revisit this stage at one point anyway, so maybe I'll do it then. And Blue, I told you that I saw another underswapped blueberry in another stream this morning, right? Yeah, and you kind of have to, like... I know you kind of have to, like, sneak in your stream viewing, too. Yeah, I knew it wasn't you. Mostly because they said, when they saw me join the stream, they said, hello, Nintagious, and I was like, if that was Blue, she wouldn't call me Nintagious. So, yeah, I knew it wasn't you. That, and I'm good at picking up, like, on other speech patterns, so... There are two ways to beat this mini-boss, and I always forget which way I want to beat him. I think I want to beat him from the outside, not from the inside. So you can either wait till he opens up and shoot the inside, or you can attack the eyes. And depending on which way you beat him, he opens up a different path through the stage. Like, you can see the floor crumbled in the left corner, so that's like the main path, but then he can also send you to the right, and that's the one I'm after. I don't want to go down right now. That's what she said. Good one, Raph. They actually weren't talking a whole lot, but it's why that one troll that was in Dan's stream was like, I was very much like, who the hell does he think he's fooling? Because I could pick up on his speech patterns, and I knew that it was him when he was coming back with other accounts. Like, I'm just kind of, I'm observant. You dick. What part are you offended by? The spelling thing? Wouldn't be offended by it. I'm under the impression it's more so your autocorrect being stupid. Because sometimes they just write themselves, Raph. You've never caught yourself saying something where you're like, wow, that's out of context. I already forgot what I said. That's a bad thing. Blue probably knows what I mean, though. Andre might not, but I think Blue probably does. Yeah, I think the first time you were here as Bailey Amps, you were like... The joke was that you were trying to trick Dino, so I think you were pretty transparent about it. Energy balancer! So if you weren't paying attention in 6, the energy balancer makes it so that when I pick up weapon energy, it automatically goes into whatever weapon needs it. So it's incredibly useful. Ah, well, don't worry about it then, Blue. I'm actually kind of surprised that Raph gets it. Hey, Benjamin. I'm still not sure what that is. Benjaminer? Benjaminer? Either way, welcome back to the stream. How's it going tonight? Yeah, head back to Dr. Lights, and yeah, it's no problem. Surely nothing bad will happen. Mega Man's such a dope sometimes. Boring. This is another one that's like, he's kinda trivialized, but kinda not. Fuck. Especially when I do stupid shit like that. What?! Oh, well, that was just dumb. Why am I failing on this one so hard? Jeez. You haven't surrounded yourself with good people. That's why you're here. Gee, thanks. So you're calling all of us not good people. I think you were meaning to say you're trying to make up for that by being here and surrounding yourself with good people, but it kind of came out the wrong way, I think. I don't know, that's what she said jokes can be pretty funny. Especially when they're like, you're not trying it. I think I've started, like, hearing those jokes where I normally didn't because Dan makes those jokes. That's, like, the only inappropriate thing he does. And it's always really funny. So, I think I've started, like, hearing those where I normally wouldn't have. And I'd rather that I pick up on it and say that's what she said than have somebody else be like, oh, you said what, like, I still don't remember what I actually said. Which is funny, because I remember what I said during that Pokemon Quest episode when I was like, that's what she said. Okay. Oh yeah, shiny Onyx, nice. Onyx are like really good in that game too, if it has good attacks. So that thing will probably carry you to the end of the game, to be honest. I kind of like didn't get super lucky on my shinies. Like, I don't know, Clefable's kind of a tank now, but it took a while to get there. Starmie will probably be pretty good if I can actually get him evolved. That's the trick. I had an Onyx for a while. I don't remember what he had, though. Rock Throw, I think? And it was pretty good. I'm in the last section of like 4 areas. I'm not super far through that though. So I don't know, I might be like maybe 3/4 through the game. Progress is pretty slow though. Or do you mean, I assume you mean Pokemon Quest, not Mega Man 7, because Mega Man's a pretty easy game to like take one look at and be like, okay, I know how far he is. So I assume that's not what you meant. This is not going to go well. So I'm going to come up here. Drop one of these. Rocket Punch upgrade. So now the Rocket Punch on this homes in on enemies. So now it's really good. Now we're gonna just jump through this wall quick and... Hey, bro. I love how he's like, have you collected the Rush circuit plates yet? You mean the armor I'm wearing at this very moment? Yeah. I'll see you. Not too long, actually. I'll see you again very, very soon. I do not want this at the moment, because I am going to need the ability to slide to get through a lot of this shit, so... Huh, that went like smoother than I've ever seen it go. This might suck. You guys probably remember this shit from Mega Man 2, but actually I got through there, like, painlessly, so that was pretty cool. I love this game. I know I said that already once, I think, but there's cool music. I think I like the graphical style quite a bit. Has some pretty cool masters and some pretty cool weapons. This guy's kind of a dick, but that's okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How am I supposed to get... There we go. Whew. That's the one thing I don't like about this game, maybe, but I don't know. I guess it's pretty rewarding when you reach that point of like you know how to fight a boss like that well. Like I guess that's pretty cool. I guess if anything it sucks because it probably makes the game look a lot easier than it is. I mean, I don't think this game is super hard, except for the final boss. The final boss is a nightmare. That might not go well, so we'll see. Oh my goodness, what happened? Don't tell me that bass... No. Bass is a bad guy? Q, I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I was close. I was close. Okay. I have two things to take care of before we go to Wily's. I have to go burn that tree, like I mentioned. So that's first up. Boom, 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 boom. Have I really died that many times that I'm out of lives? Hell. Also, I was pressing the jump button and he was... Nope. Nope. Okay. I mean, I mentioned it a bit in Legacy Collection 1 that had a little bit of trouble with, like, the controls not feeling super responsive. I might have to invest in a Pro Controller in, like, the coming weeks, because I realized that might have been some of my problem with tennis. Like, when I was complaining about, like, when I would do a trick shot and they would do a trick shot in the wrong direction, I think that's, like, due to So, like, it's the right stick, right? That does trick shots. So you have to, like, you press down on the stick and they trick shot back. But, like, with the way the controller is set up, if you're up here doing all the shots and then you reach down to the right stick and press down, it's, like, diagonal. So that's why the trick shots were, like, coming out the wrong way, was because of how the controller is, like, situated. I think that's why I was having so much trouble with the trick shots going the wrong way. And I think that a Pro Controller might alleviate that problem. And I don't want to come off as like, oh, it's the controller's fault, because I don't like people who do that, but I do think this might be one of those cases where, like, like, I might prefer the Pro Controller, and I think I would probably prefer the Pro Controller for this game too. Which is kind of funny, because by the time I possibly get a Pro Controller, I'm probably going to be done playing this, so that's kind of whatever, but... Got Morales playing the Pokemon Quest. Yeah, it kind of quieted down when Blue left, and if I had to guess, this maybe sounds mean, and I don't mean it to be, but I have a feeling that since she said she doesn't feel like talking, Raph is probably now harassing her to try and find out, like, what's wrong. So that's probably why he's quiet, is because he probably left to do that. Which, harass is not the right word. That makes it sound really bad. Also, I realized I was pointing out that Mega Man doesn't have any attacks from Mega Man 5 in Smash Brothers. That's not entirely true, because I forgot that he has different weapons as his recoveries. And one of his recoveries is Beat, who originated in Mega Man 5. It's kind of a stretch, though, because Beat didn't carry you until this game. He attacked enemies in 5 and 6. It wasn't until this game that he started saving you from pits, and that's where, like, they get the recovery idea from. But still. Okay, next. Forgot to do the thing, but that's okay. See, now I don't feel as bad because I called it. So now I have to beat that mini-boss, like, the quote-unquote normal way, because I have to take the other path. And get a weapon that I'm probably never going to use, but... completion. Damn it. Oh, these things are dicks, mostly because they have a lot of health. I think I want Thunderbolt for this. Wow, he dies really fast when you're doing that method. I think my YouTube thing, like, stopped updating. Ooh, hello. Kind of wasn't expecting him to be here. Okay, this is, like, the only fight in the game that's actually hard. So, here we go. I'm not going to be able to pay attention to chat at all while I'm doing this, by the way. So I'll catch up when I'm done. I might have to blow a tank here. I'd rather not, but... not feeling too good about this. Gotcha. Oh, damn it. Now I have to do this all over again. Okay. Let's try not to take damage this time, so I can get in with full health. Shit. Can see the chat moving out of the corner of my eye, but have to wait. Oopsies. Ooh, that one actually hit him nice. Oh, son of a bitch. That was too early. Oh, you son of a bitch. Whew. I think part of why that fight's so stressful is that he doesn't have a health bar, so... You have no idea how well you're doing. Okay. Last order of business. is I need tanks. I don't have a lot of bolts, so that sucks. I'm gonna want an S tank for in case of extreme emergency. Weapon tanks are not important. I just need E tanks. As many as you can make me. That should fill me up, actually. Good shit. Let's take a life, too. Why not? Whoops. Yeah. Should it? I was gonna say, how do I actually, like... How do I actually get out of the game here? Shit does that mean? I mean, I guess these games do kind of save themselves, so... Okay, whatever. I think, yep, that's everything. It's boogie. Damn it. I think you can kind of cheese this one. Just can't later, so... It's like the training area. That's just weapon energy, I don't need that shit. I'm fine. We're gonna have a bunch of good raid targets tonight, I think. Not to get ahead of myself, because it's really early still, but... Dan is streaming already because Friday night he had massive internet problems and he was only able to stream for like 3 hours. So he decided to start early tonight to kind of make up for lost time. I'm probably making this part look really good because, like, I know where everything is, so... Typically those are, like, really tricky sections. I should actually, like, bring my phone up and go drop some likes for a bunch of people. Because I know there's a lot of people streaming. Get fucked. Boy. You little son of a bitch. Get out of here. I actually don't remember what boss this is. I think it's... Yes. Okay. Round 2. I still don't know, like, how to dodge that. Ow. There's a lot of damage flying around in this fight, so I'm probably gonna have to use a tank here. Yeah, like, that's the best I can do, is... Holy shit. Who did he get raided by? That's crazy. Missed that one. Stop. Oh, I forgot you can, like, kind of knock him back there. I don't think that helps, though. Come on, give me... Give me a closer one. Whatever. My god, that does so much damage. Come on, just give me, like, one good hit. There we go. That was kind of closer than I should have let it get, but, I'm gonna refresh some browsers that are being stupid really quick. So encoding might suck. I'll be right back. I think YouTube's just being real stupid tonight. It will hopefully be okay now. I'm actually gonna take a bathroom break really quick though, while that kind of evens itself out. Because I imagine it's really choppy now. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Finish this shit up. Get moving on to Mega Man 8. Well, that was terrible. Thanks, Pete. Oh, I need my thing again. You're still gonna get your shit rocked. Just saying. Actually, this is not going very well for me. Yep. Should be a little bit less afraid of using E-tanks, because, like, why not? I'm probably gonna find more. Excuse. Wow, I'm doing even worse this time. Terrible. And ended with, like, a punch in the face. Hey, Hank, how's it going? She got out of the emergency room. That sucks. Hope everything's okay. Were you in the emergency room, or were you there for somebody else? God. I'm sucking up a storm right now. I don't really want to use a tank, but... Oh, that sucks. Definitely could have been something worse, though, so... Oh no, I just meant, like... Did something happen to you, or did something happen to, like, a sibling or something, and that's why you were there? Oh, God. Oh, my... Oh, it was a stray you helped once? That extra sucks. Hey, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm kind of focused at the moment anyway, so I don't know how well I'd keep up. Unless you mean blue. In which case, go for it. This boss is kind of an asshole. I mean, like, only kind of, though. It takes a while. Like... lots of opportunities to, like, get damaged and shit, so... it's just not fun. It's not a fun time. Lots of, like, fucking waiting around and shit. It's probably one of my least favorite parts of the game. He's playing nice right now, to be honest. Whoops. Well, I mean, regardless of which one was worse, like, I hope both of you got checked out, because... it's not necessarily the wound itself, but... Stray might have, like, had, like, something, you know what I mean? I was terrified of dogs when I was little, though. For, like, basically that reason. I still am not a big fan of dogs. I'm not afraid of... I'm still kind of on edge around really big dogs, but... especially because, like, let's be real here. Dogs are stupid fucking creatures, so... the fact that they can get so big and so dangerous while also being so incredibly stupid is like a terrifying thing to me. Like, I've heard stories of people being injured by, like, their own dog while it's playing, and they're just like, oh, it was playing, it's so cute. It's like, no. It broke your fucking ribs. Get real. Like, absolutely not. Yeah, small dogs I'm kind of okay with, because, like, at least they can't really do any damage. Big dogs definitely really make me nervous. But yeah, I remember a couple of years ago, my best friend, his mom got injured by their dog, and he knocked her over while they were playing, and she broke her ribs, and she was like, "Oh, it's okay, he was just playing." And I was like, no. Like, are you actually serious right now? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's not so much about, like, how bad the wound is. It's like, there are other dangers there. Whoops. Yeah, it's probably still best to be safe. You don't want to assume, and then... Well, this is bad. Nice. Jackpot. So I guess I didn't need to buy that S-Tank. I never knew that. Because you can only carry one S-Tank, so, like, I was wasting my money buying that. Oh well. This boss is kind of an asshole, too. Not as much as the other one, though. How the hell did I wind up on Danger Wrap? Get out of here. Damn it. This is one of those annoying bosses where, like, I get so caught up in watching everything that's going on screen that, like, I'm not even paying attention to my health. Didn't you say it was so it wasn't a stray, it was just... It's somebody's dog that they're not taking care of, then? I'm not full on tanks, right? I'm gonna want to be, but they might give me some here. I'm not sure. My memory's a little foggy. That should be full. Yeah, can't carry anymore. And I don't have money anyway, so... Okay, I can't... For some reason they won't let me save, so I just have to hope for the best. This is like quite a gauntlet I'm about to go through. Because of course I have the boss rematches, and then the final boss, and the final boss is nothing to joke about, so I definitely want to get through these fights without using any tanks or anything. Which I shouldn't have to use any. I should be okay. There are so many of these bosses that I can beat without getting hit, so I should be fine. Like there, I only took one hit. It was minimal damage, and he's one of the hard ones, so... Boink. Ah, damn it. I was about to say, I'm getting through this one with minimal difficulty too, but then bad things happened. I wish I remembered enough, like, who was where, so that I could maximize, like, get the tough ones out of the way. Well... Enjoy, asshole. Let's see if I can do this without messing it up this time. That one was almost too soon. Done. Do 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 do. Easy peasy. Trying to think of who else is left that like could cause a threat. I guess it's Burst Man, which should be fine. I guess Shade Man might give me a little bit of trouble. Would have been nice to save something like Spring Man for last, because I'm gonna make it out of this without getting a hit. What are you gonna do, I guess? Excuse me. Right. Dick. You're moving. Is it a good move or a bad move? Shit. This is what happens. Like, are you staying in the same area and just, like, different house, or... Damn it! This fight, like, never gives me this much trouble. Like, what the actual hell is happening? Oh, so you're moving away, which is, like, good, but it also means bye, friends. That sucks. But if there are other good things, then that's cool. That's the move I went through a couple years ago, really. It was like... It sucked because I had to say goodbye to a lot of friends that, like, now I don't get to see very often, but there were, like, other bad things that I got away from, so... God, why am I so bad? I've never had this much trouble with this fight. This is, like, humiliating. Oh, so you're not moving that far away. It's just... Now you can't, like, ride your bike to see each other or anything. That's good, then. God damn it! Oh, for the love of fuck. I can't believe I've died to this fucking boss twice. I actually run the risk of, like, running out of weapon energy. This is embarrassing. It's so bad. I should just cheese it. Because I know for... What the fuck? That's not supposed to actually hit me. I thought I was, like, free from damage here. This corner, maybe? I feel like they changed the game here or something. You used to be able to just camp in this corner and he couldn't hit you. Well, I can actually use a weapon tank here. I mean, at least he won't grab me. I guess that's a thing. Like, I'm taking hits, but he's not grabbing me and taking my health for himself, so... I'll take it. Whatever. Apologies. I don't know why that gave me so much fucking trouble. Yeah, like... I had that happen, like, when I was your age, that I had to move, like... It was within the same school district, but it was still a completely different neighborhood, and sadly, I completely lost track of, like, I don't keep up with those friends I had anymore. But you live in a very different time now, like, with social media and everything, so... Like, you can keep in touch, and that's really awesome. Like, I kind of hate Facebook and shit now, but that's mostly because Facebook is just political bullshit all the time now, and it's disgusting. And are you fucking kidding me? No comment. But anyway, yeah, you can actually keep in touch with each other with social media, and that's great. And then in what, like 3-4 years, you'll be driving, and then you'll be able to see each other whenever you want. So, and three years is not that much time. And Raph, again, I never mean to be, like, scolding you guys over anything. I'm just trying to help you, like, learn things. You can't say things like that and then say don't ask. If you don't want people to ask, don't bring it up. Like, just don't say anything. Like, you're lucky that I'm not the type of person that's now going to demand that you explain yourself, because, to be totally honest, I don't care that much. Which, don't take that personally. I don't care about most things. But, yeah, if you don't want people to ask, don't say it at all. Because then I wouldn't have known to ask. I should actually go fight Shademan first, since he gave me so much damn trouble. You son of a bitch. There we go. I mean, it's kind of a lesson to everybody, too. It's like, just like, social notes. I also tend to get triggered by stuff like that because I have a friend that would always do shit like, well, yeah, I said that right? I had a friend. Because, yeah, I don't fucking talk to him anymore because he was constantly doing shit like that. It was, he'd make these passive-aggressive comments about, like, oh, poor me, and then I'd ask, and he'd be like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. It's like, no, you do want to talk about it, because you wouldn't have said anything if you didn't want to talk about it. What am I doing? What?! The actual fuck. What the fuck did they change about this game that, like, made this boss impossible? I used to never have trouble with this guy. Like, I could do the entire fight without taking damage. And now I've died to him, like, 4 fucking times. First of all, I think I need to stop charging up the wild coil, because that makes it that he doesn't flinch. I think I have to bait out his dives better and then dodge them, instead of, like, taking them the way I have been. The timing's fucking tough, though. This does so little damage not charging it, though. It's gonna make the fight take forever, and if he ever hits me, he's gonna easily repair the damage. Subscription from Omar, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. And hey, Ballin, welcome back. I'm getting my ass kicked by a boss that I shouldn't be getting my ass kicked by at the moment. So you're just in time. Shit! This is so bad. Oh my god. I'm horrible. I promise I am good at these games. I just don't at all look it at the moment. Finally, get fucked. Who else? I think everybody else is easy, so like everything, like the rest of these are just whatever. Now I can just like sit back and refill my health, like whatever. Shit. Of course I'd have to fuck it up. Of course. Of course. Yeah, if you're gonna make fun of Blue for anything, it's not for misspelling, it's proofreading. Because it sounds like autocorrect's the one making all the mistakes. Shit! Oh my god. I cannot believe how bad I am. I missed it again. Son of a bitch! This is like the worst possible showing. Like, if I wanted to make this game look good, I'm not doing it right now. There. It's better. I redeemed myself a little bit. Who else wants to get fucked? Let's see, I think this is Springman. Okay. Yes and no. I've beaten all of these games like dozens of times. I should just be doing better. It's as simple as that. Especially this one. I used to play the hell out of this game. I'm just really jarred by the fact that for some reason Shademan was giving me an unusual amount of trouble. That never happens. Get burnt. Just doesn't bode well because this game's final boss is really tough, so I hope I don't completely just make a fool of myself on that one too, because that's gonna be a major setback if I don't tackle that smoothly. So that's what I'm worried about here. All right, so I need Thunderbolts and I need Freeze Crackers. And that is about it. Who cares where the rest goes? Unimportant. Okay, I'm in a good place here. I have 4 energy tanks and I have the special tank still set to go. So yeah, fingers crossed. Get the popcorn. Okay. That was easy enough. Well, that's off to a really bad start. Damn it. I'd like to see somebody do this boss without taking any damage. That would be an amazing thing to see. Oh, that was supposed to be a slide. There we go. Yeah, my internet outright dropped out there, so sorry about that. Hopefully it was, hopefully it came back online okay. I should actually make a command for when that happens so that Blue can hit it and just to be like, technical difficulties, we'll be right back. Or at least, like, I can hit it, like, once the connection's back before OBS is actually reconnected, etc. I'm really not doing well here. I'm going for a lot of, like, double hits, and that's, like, not a very smart thing to do. Next one's gonna be the S-Tank. Because I need the weapon energy. I should be okay here. Unless I make some very catastrophic mistakes. This should be on the road to victory. Shit. Oh, that's kind of dumb. But that's okay. Oh, that actually didn't kill him! Shit! I thought that was gonna be the last hit. Okay, it's fine. There we go. Oh. Hey, Frozen Pigs, how's it going? And I think one of the really dumb things about this game is that, like, it's the one where Mega Man totally breaks character and he's totally prepared to kill Dr. Wily. And it's like, that's, whoa, what? It's not necessarily right. This game has a really epic ending, though. Credit where credit's due. Right, they screwed up the effects in the ending, though. That usually looks a lot better. I think my view of the stream like stopped updating again. But I don't want to update it, or I don't want to refresh it, because then OBS is going to choke, and yeah. So just, I'm seeing 19 likes, so just let me know if that hits 20, and I don't notice it.
Sorry, my back itches.
I never really know what to do during credit sequences. Oh, you've never played Mega Man Frozen Pigs? Now's a good time to do it with the Legacy Collection releasing on Switch. I mean, it's been out for a while on other platforms, but I can basically 100% recommend the Legacy Collection 1. And if you really enjoy yourself, then I would recommend Legacy Collection 2. Like, the games in 2 are a little bit more, let's say, experimental. Like, they're a little bit different. They're still good in their own way. Like, you can definitely appreciate them for what they are, but I would not recommend starting with these 4 games. That and Legacy Collection 1 is cheaper. I believe that's only $15. And it's a much smaller file, so if you're having space problems on your Switch, it might be more appealing, because I think it's only like 300 megs compared to Legacy Collection 2, which is like 3 gigs. Oh, did you mean voice chat? I thought you meant Virtual Console, and I was about to be like, I think they're on Virtual Console. But now I'm not sure, actually. I don't think they ever did put them on Virtual Console because they knew they were making Legacy Collection. But if that's not what you meant, then it doesn't matter anyway. I thought that was the joke, was that... And this game is unique in that they actually give you a password that takes you directly to the last fortress stage. all of the other games only give you a password up until the first Fortress stage. The Wii absolutely had all 6 games on Virtual Console, but the Wii's eShop, like, isn't there anymore, so... Okay, disclaimer. For those who don't know, Mega Man 8 released on the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. As you can see, it came out in the late 90s. If you know anything about Capcom from the late 90s, you should expect awkward voice acting in this game. And you would be correct to expect that. So, just, you know, be prepared. Also, do let me know how the volume is. As I said this very early on, because for some reason Legacy Collection 1 was really loud. Legacy Collection 2 is very quiet. So let me know if you can't hear it, and I'll turn it up a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, this is also has an entirely different style to it. I was gonna say, I'm trying to let the intro cinematic play because it's neat. And I figure that this is the only reason that Legacy Collection 2 is an enormous file, is because they had to fit all these cinematics in there. No, yeah, Ink wasn't making a joke at the expense of Mega Man 8. She got bit by a dog earlier today. But yeah, considering we're talking about Mega Man 8, I do not blame you for being confused by that. Tired already, Raph? 7 actually took a little bit longer to beat than I was expecting, so we're probably not going to be able to finish 8 tonight. Because I was planning on stopping right at midnight tonight. I wasn't planning on going late. Because I have other things to do. I don't know, I still have about an hour. Should be able to get quite a bit done, actually. Definitely not the whole game. Also, they pronounce Base's name wrong in this game. That's how bad the... That's how bad the localization is.
I understand, Dr. Light. I'm on it.
Thank you, Mega Man. If you can, please bring the meteor back.
Okay. Ready.
Yeah, I have some kind of gross audio feedback every now and then. I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. The obvious answer is probably sitting further back from the TV, but like, with how I have my setup here, that's like not something I can really adjust. I was thinking about getting those foam, like, the foam stuff they have in sound booth in like recording booths and putting it along the wall, because the TV is like right up against the wall, so it's that's probably causing some of the echo. Yeah, you can freaking swim in this game for reasons. Wait, so this thing had already bitten people and you guys didn't, like, report it? Like, I think that just became my #1 concern here. It's like, please go report this thing immediately. Like, it's, if it hasn't already been taken care of, like, if this thing's just running around the neighborhood biting people and not giving a shit, then, like, yeah, like, problem. What really pisses me off there is that you said it's somebody's dog, it's not a stray. So it's like, who's the fucking asshole that's just letting their dog run around, attack people? Yeah, I would probably play it safe, personally, even if it's been a while. Even if you're afraid of needles, like...
I got it, Doctor. Ready.
Yeah, that's another thing. If it had ticks, you might get Lyme disease from it or something. I'm not totally sure how that stuff works, so I might be, like, totally talking out of my ass there. But I would definitely play it safe. And not bank on, oh, well, it's been fine so far. This game gets points for being creative. Like, it did try to, like, do new things, and that's pretty fun. Well, it's the stray. Well, it's not a stray, but and you said it does have a thing. It does have a collar that says it's had its shots. So, but you said that that's like a year old, so that I don't know. I'd still play it safe, but that sort of stuff scares me. So. But yeah, the fact that it's some dog that's just running around the neighborhood and nobody's really taking care of it, that's kind of... that makes the difference. You guys both have dogs and they might have, like, nipped you, but they're pets. So that, like, yeah, you know they've had all their shots and everything. You know you're not in any danger there. But if it's just some dog running around because its owner is a piece of shit, then you have no guarantees of any of that shit. Yeah, it's basically you got lucky. Which I want to say, like, I want to be clear that it's like, it's not like we're trying to scare you or anything. We're just trying to make sure that you take the proper precautions. These stages are a lot longer, too. So, yeah. I'm thinking I'm only going to be able to get, like, halfway through this game before the end of the stream. Whoops. That actually went a little bit smoother than I expected it to. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm gonna do something stupid while I'm saving. Apologies if the stream totally chokes. Yeah, those pre-rendered graphics. Can you, like, kids today probably can't realize how funny it is that pre-rendered graphics people used to think that looked amazing. Like, when pre-rendered graphics became a thing, people were like, wow, this looks so good. And, like, personally, I never thought they looked good. I always thought they looked kind of shitty. Yeah, I'm 32, so I remember when that shit was revealed. And I see we are up to 20 likes, so I'm gonna launch off another 100 pixels to everybody in chat as thanks for that support. Sorry it probably took me really long to notice that, because I didn't want to refresh my browser because I knew that the stream was gonna choke when I did it, but I never played Stunt Race FX, and I don't know if I've ever even seen it, but I have, like, I've heard of it. It was done with, it was made with the same chip as Star Fox, right? It was like that very early era SNES polygons. I mean, I didn't really pay too close attention to gaming until, like, the N64 was already on our doorstep. I didn't really get into it until then. This might suck a little bit. Yup. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. I think the most hype thing I remember, like the first instance of people just being completely like, oh my god, look at this, was probably Ocarina of Time. Like, I remember when that was, like, in development and people were just freaking out. They were, like, about, like, oh my god, look at this Zelda game. And coincidentally, I think that was, like, I think that was also the first time where I saw something that was that hyped that, like, I didn't get it. Like, I was like, why are people so hyped about this? Whoops. Yeah, I totally thought that she had a pickle jar in the fridge with a pickle that that she like legit had a pet pickle in the fridge, and I was like, I think maybe that was why I was so worried that she had rabies, because I was like, you're kind of losing your mind a little bit. Hey, Spaghetti, how's it going? I mean, maybe part of it was when I had heard of Ocarina of Time. I think that was like my first exposure to Zelda. I don't think I really knew what Zelda was before that, because I was definitely a Sega kid. And I didn't really get turned on to Nintendo until the N64. So a lot of Nintendo stuff, I had no idea what anyone was talking about. Which, they need to release another Sonic collection. Because I want a reason to own those games again. Let's put it that way. Because I do have them all on Steam, but like, as you guys can see, if my computer's like, I think my computer has some solid power behind it. It's not like super powerful, but it's not like a piece of shit. But whenever I try to do anything when OBS is running, it has a fit. So I don't think I could ever realistically stream them from Steam. So I would like to own them somewhere else so that I could play them again. And stream them, for that matter. Hey, Bahamut, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. That's not where I wanted. See, this game is just, like, it's so slow. Like, I understand why people don't like it. Why am I still here? Yay, I found it. I didn't even have to start bitching about not being able to find it. Ow. There. That's all I wanted. Here's somebody's gonna catch babies. Oh boy. Well, not gonna say it won't happen. Boom. Yeah, Sega's one of those developers that will put their games on pretty much everything, just because why not? There were 2 games on PS Vita? I don't think there were any on PS Vita. There was 2 on PSP, and they were kind of bad. I don't know if they ever made one for Vita. They might have. If they did, I would probably be willing to put money that it wasn't a good game.
What are you doing? What have you done to me? Thunder paddle! Watch it. What are you doing? Mommy! Watch it. What are you doing?
Well, that sucked, but I made it work.
What have you done to me? Thunder paddle! Watch it. What are you doing? What have you done to me? Thunder paddle!
This is getting really hairy.
What are you doing? Mommy!
Ooh.
My green.
Okay. What did I miss? Oh, I'm guessing Bahamut is your boyfriend slash significant other slash husband slash whatever applies. There are too many possibilities in this day and age, and I feel like even assuming one of them is gonna make somebody go, why are you just assuming that it's... Hey Calvin, how's it going? Thank you for the subscription. It should have popped up on stream, but maybe you have your subs set to private. I think subscriptions are set to private like by default, so... Whoa, I didn't see him. Bad timing. And now he's gonna smack me. Oh, did they put Racing Transformed on Vita? That doesn't surprise me, because that was also on 3DS, so... Racing Transformed was like a pretty good game though, so... Well, unless it was the shitty handheld version that the 3DS also got, because that was not as good, if I recall correctly. No, Spaghetti, that sounds right. I think they did put Racing Transformed on Vita. Ah, hell. It's bad aim. Mega Man sounds like a cat. I've never heard that one before. But, yeah, something definitely sounds pretty off. I'm glad that they didn't give him a super high-pitched voice in 11. That's dumb. Similar reason why I'm glad they didn't give him a voice in Smash Brothers, because I was kind of worried that they were going to give him something like that. I'll take that. I should have grabbed that. Oh well. I don't really remember what you can actually buy with bolts in this, so kind of whatever. Oh my god, I'm not doing well here. There we go, that's what I wanted. Get fucked. Nice. I was gonna say, he's gotta do this soon. Just gonna start tapping him. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, did you drop a like? Thank you for that. Likes are very helpful. A lot of people probably think that likes are just like a very superficial, ego-flattering thing of like, oh, this many people like the video. But no, it contributes a lot to like getting exposure. So they're incredibly helpful. Oh, you're taking off, Ink? Well, thanks for hanging out. I hope you feel better. I'm kind of thinking about maybe ending a little early, actually. Because I think I might do, like... Oh, jump, jump, slide, slide. I think I might do, like, the midpoint stage, and then I might stop there, because that seems like a pretty good stopping point. I don't know. We'll see where time is at that point in time. I definitely don't want to go very late tonight, for multiple reasons. Jump, jump. Whoops. Oh, I missed the bolt. Damn. Damn, I missed another bolt. I suck! I don't think I know what you're talking about, to be honest. Maybe I do and I'm just not realizing it. It happens sometimes. Oh, these things actually aren't enemies. You can shoot them down, but they don't hurt you. I don't think I knew that. Oh, it's a game? I don't really do horror games. I know there's like pretty high demand for people to play horror games, for streamers to play horror games, because everyone thinks of like, oh, the reactions we're gonna get and stuff, but I don't know. I don't really like enjoy those types of games, so. I prefer the jump, jump, slide, slide kind of shit. Alright, Ballin and Bahamut. Thank you both for stopping in. As I said, I do think I might end a little early tonight, maybe. As a reminder to everyone, although you are on the Discord, so you can see the schedule there. We're starting, I'm starting Skyward Sword tomorrow, and then Wednesday I'm starting Donkey Kong Country Returns. And Thursday I'm off. Friday is gonna be more Mega Man. Probably finishing this and then getting through 9. Apple. But on that note, if you're at all able to, be sure to hang out until the end, because we probably will go on a raid if we have people to do it. Alright, let's do the
I'm almost finished. The battery will be charged.
mid-stage thingy.
By the way, what do you make of these?
These seem to be energy resources. But I've never seen this type on Earth. I don't know where this energy came from, but cannot let it fall into Dr. Wily's hands. You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
But where is Dr. Wily?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wily.
Whoops. I don't think I knew I could skip that cinematic. My bad. Short version is Duo woke up. That's his name, Duo. I guess he hasn't been formally introduced yet. And he took off looking for this evil energy. Shit. Hey, off topic is cool. I'm alright with that. We don't really have a topic at the moment. That was easy. Put the controller down this time. Do you mean like, do I prefer the classic 2D Mario or specifically New Super Mario Brothers? I'd probably have to go with like the classics. I don't like New Super Mario Brothers very much. But I'm not a big fan of 2D Mario to begin with. Even the classic ones I have played, I didn't really care for. I think that was why, like, as a kid, like, I remember knowing people that had NESs and playing Mario at their house, and it never captivated me. It wasn't until I had a cousin that got a Genesis and I played Sonic 1 that I was like, no, like, this is it. This is gonna change my life. Yeah, lost connection again. I don't know. Like, tonight's been quite the night for technical difficulties. It's another reason why I might call it quits early. Go beat the shit out of my router to see if I can get it to stop doing that.
It's just like the one I gave to Dr. Light.
Yes, this is what you people call evil energy. Based on my studies so far, the one who obtained the original energy must be a being of complete evil. This type of energy absorbs the evil in a person's mind and then multiplies. Judging by the quick rate of its growth, it'll take over the planet with evil energy in a matter of days. We must stop it.
And you know, I'm gonna have to pause and refresh my browser, because if you guys are saying anything, I don't think I can see it at the moment. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. My chat wasn't refreshing, so I couldn't see anything anyone was saying. I was about to say, give me a roll call and I'll start deciding if we have a raid to do at the end of this or not. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna have enough people for a raid tonight, but that's also okay, I think. Let's I'm gonna go see what I can buy with these bolts really quick.
Welcome back.
Energy balancer would be useful. That would also be useful. Yeah, the first playthrough I did was my first time playing Mario World. That was the first series I did. I might buy those too. That also sounds really good. I might get that instead of the energy balancer. You don't really have to use weapons all that often in this game. Energy saver sounds good. And that sounds good because it will make health pickups like give me more health. So that sounds pretty solid.
Good luck, Mega Man.
All right, yeah. It's a little early, but I think I'm gonna call it quits early tonight. Just for multiple reasons. Like I have some other stuff I want to do. I guess I could do like one more stage. I would have time for that. So yeah, I guess I'll do one more stage, and then I'll probably call it quits a little bit closer to midnight. Maybe see if a few more people pop in before the end, so that we can actually put together a raid. Because I like doing the raid thing. Kind of bums me out when we don't have enough people to do it. But yeah, like, when I originally started the channel, that was going to be the focus, was playing games I'd never played before. And getting other people to come play games they had never played before. But that, like, I don't know, that was more complicated than I wanted it to be. Like, so I had to kind of reformat. My first new video series, after I started working on the channel again, was going to be playing through Mario 3, because I've never played Mario 3. But that was when I kind of decided that I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue doing video series. I was like, I have more fun doing these as streams, so... So someday, I think I might do Mario 3 for 500 subscribers. And that is a legitimate question. That's something I wonder about pretty often. Is like... Luigi jumps higher, so... Yeah, why does Mario get all the credit? Unfortunately, I don't really know how to trivialize this boss like some of the other ones. But my own personal headcanon now is that, like, that was just what the people of New Donk City came to call him, because I guess they didn't know his like true identity, right? Because when you get there in Odyssey, they don't know who Mario is. They know who Jumpman is. They've heard the legend, but they don't know that Mario is Jumpman. I think that's just kind of like, it's just, that's what they called him, because they never knew what to call him otherwise. And since they never knew Luigi, of course they didn't know that... Oh hey, there's somebody that can jump higher. They only knew Mario, and he jumps higher than any human in New Donk City, so... But that's all my personal thought process. That's nothing canon. Just to clarify that. That was dumb. It's just pure stupid. Okay. Yum. Yum. Gonna try and use more power-ups in this, because I often don't, so I should buy more. Just for fun. I hate these guys. They're like way more annoying in this and Mega Man and Bass than like in any other game. No, it's dumb. Ooh, nice. I am streaming on Friday. I'm going to be doing more Mega Man on Friday. Oh my god. Screw it. But I'm streaming tomorrow and Wednesday too, so... Whoops. Oh, I don't have a weapon to fight him with anyway. It's gonna be a buster match. Well, we're off to a good start. Oh, come on. I was about to say, don't freaking embarrass me, Aquaman. It's not what I want right now. Ugh. I feel like I have time to knock out another stage, but Swordman's stage is kind of a pain in the ass. I don't think I feel like doing that right now. So I think I'm gonna call it quits with that. I only have 3 bolts. I was gonna say, can I buy something else now? Might actually try and backtrack to find some other bolts at some point. Alright, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm hungry. My mind is swimming with all this other stuff I want to get done, so I'm kind of like distracted, and that's probably not making for an awesome stream. Tomorrow, unless there's massive technical difficulties, we're starting Skyward Sword. Wednesday, we're starting Donkey Kong Country Returns. Thursday's off, Friday is more Mega Man, Saturday's off, and then I don't know after that. It's a big question mark because the week after that's E3. So, if Spaghetti, if you're still here and if Blue is here, I guess we could go on like a mini raid if you guys want to. I just have to check to see who's live. But oh yeah, remind me, Blue, and I'll explain why next week is so worth looking forward to. Let's see. Well, so we're basically watching Mario Odyssey. Both of my options are Mario Odyssey. Do you guys want to go watch Chadley? Or do you want to go... Chadley is working on 100%ing the game. Dan is working on an invisible run. He's doing as much as he can wearing the invisible cap. Which is really interesting in the 2D areas because he doesn't even have a shadow to identify where he is. So I'll leave that up to you guys because they're both Odysseys. So, and if you guys aren't sure, I'll just pick one. If you guys are indifferent, if you're not aware of either of them, I can just pick one. I think Dan is a pretty good option because he usually isn't. I usually finish before he starts, so I don't get the option to raid him super often. So I think that is a good option. So you guys. You guys know the drill by now. Since it is a smaller raid, we're gonna go with a hashtag Nintagious raid. And here is the link to his channel a few times in case it doesn't work. If it still doesn't work, the channel name is Dan Marchetti. So you can look it up. Oh, Chadley just finished and raided Dan actually. So we're coming in on the tail end of that, which is pretty fun. But yeah, I'll see you guys there, and I will see you back here tomorrow for starting Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.